I'll be reviewing the Nighthaunt Myrmorn Banshees, which are one of the easy build kits that have been released alongside Age of Sigmar 2nd edition. So, get this open. So, we have the instructions here with the stats in multiple languages. But you've got here the step-by-step instructions. So, I'll be using clippers, a craft knife, polystyrene cement, and liquid green stuff to fill any gaps if required to build this. So let's have a look at some of the detail on the sprue. These are very 3D tools. So you can immediately see the detailing on the bodice. If I pull this over here, you can see the level of detail on the scenic bases. So you've got bones and vines and tomb roses. You've got, again, a body here connecting in several places to a scenery piece. You've got some quite interesting models that have got quite a lot of fluidity and movement to them. So I'm going to need to carefully remove these from the sprue using the clippers, get rid of the mould lines using the craft knife, and see how they'll fit together. I'm going to be very careful with these, and because there may well be some, no, there are not pegs except where they clip to the base, and a couple of other places here. So I'm going to very carefully read the instructions, and then I'm going to show you how to go through the build. I've cleaned and sorted all the pieces into the piles for relevant models. I'm now going to start assembling them using Tamiya cement. So let's have a good look and see how these fit together. So that's going to go on there. Given the issues that I had with the glaive wraiths, I'm going to use this knife to expand the hole the peg goes into. So I'm then going to pop a bit on here, basically the bodice. Pop a bit here, and a little bit, bang, 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 there, and then line this up and slide it in and press it in as hard as it'll go. There we go. So that's the first piece together. Then we've got the next piece. Again, I'm going to work the hole to be a little bit bigger using that. However, the points of contact for this are, let's find it, those pieces. It's just this at the top. This peg, and then down here. So we pop this in and press that together as hard as we can. So that then ends up lining up to go in there. So I'll hold this for a minute longer. To try and get the join as smooth as we can. I will be going over it with the liquid green stuff so that it's an absolutely smooth join. So I'm then going to apply glue all around these pegs. Then line them up and work them in. so that we have the completed piece. Now if you look at that, that is so wonderfully 3D, so wonderfully flowing. It does make me wonder if I shouldn't leave these out of the bases in order to be able to get to and paint the bases, but I think the base will be okay. So that's number 1 done. Number 2 looks like it's going to be complicated. So we've got this, I think this should come in like this, and let this come in like this. But that's an awfully complex setup. Though, looking at the picture on the box, that is the way it goes. So, first piece. And in like so, maximising the points of contact. The second piece is then going to go in like this. So again, get the glue all along the points where there'll be contact, because you'll want there to be as many points where it joins as possible. Again, it will benefit from a little bit of liquid green stuff to make sure the joins are seamless, but you can see where it's going to plug into the base. So if I do that, does that block anything from getting painted? No. So and glue goes round the pegs and on these bits where it will plug in. So you can see why you've got to follow this step by step. And there we go, everything on that is in. And again, just look at the flow of the action with that. So this banshee is literally banking round a gravestone. So that's 2 done. So let's look at this. You've got these 2 pieces here which slot into there. You've then got the head which comes onto there. So first things first, bit of glue on here. And then in this bad boy goes. Press that as hard as possible so you've got a good solid join. So, because that's such a small peg, I'm going to widen the hole slightly and I'm going to apply glue to the peg to soften it. Because basically I just don't want a situation like with the Glaive Wraith Stalkers where I had issues with things lining up. So that I think is going to be a much easier fit. So soften the peg, bit of that in the hole, follow this around with the brush, and then that goes into there. And that goes into there. I think a little bit of green stuff will be needed to clean that up, but not a huge amount. So we're then going to soften these pegs. carefully get these in like so. So again, just look at this. Look at how beautifully put together this miniature is. Tiny bit of liquid green stuff clean up and then that'll be done. So one last piece. Again, you've got these two things here that are going to go into here like so. And then this is going to come onto here like so. So once again, I'm going to put this piece together first. Press that good and hard. I am going to expand this hole slightly. So that will go on with no issues. I'm then going to soften the peg with a little dab of glue. Put glue around there and pop this in. So hold it tight because I don't want any gaps there, because otherwise you can see this line that needs filling. So that's in, and look at the base. That's going to go like that. So we're going to soften these pegs. And drop the model in to these holes, and then push that so that those are exactly fitting into where they need to go. That needs to go in just a little bit better. There we go, like so. So looking at these, it just gives you an idea of the range of motion captured on these models, which are 3 pieces plus the scenic base each. So look at this, banking round a gravestone. Basically, by having 2 body pieces, they've got wonderfully 3-dimensional robes. So this is so much better than the Banshee character that came out a few years ago. Look at it, look at the level of detail, look at the range of motion, look at how well the scenic bases go together. So I'm going to use a little bit of liquid green stuff to tidy up any joins, but apart from that these are done, and I'm going to spray undercoat them white so that I can start with the washes. If you've liked this video, hit like or subscribe. If you feel strongly, leave a comment below. Otherwise, good gaming.